Let's try again, shall we? It's an absolute bag, this game. Hate it. Hate it. When it works, and it's wonderful. When it doesn't work, marketplace is down, servers are down, don't know what to do, so I'm just dealing with it. It is what it is at this point. Anyway, we're back again. We're going to try again. I'm not touching the 747, so we're on a short flight this time because it's completely ruined what we were planning to do, which is proper irritating, but doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We'll just know in future not to touch the 747 again. Right, we are here at Bristol. Again, scenery for this one as well. Apart from the horrific textures on some of the AI aircraft there, but we've got a 2E737 next to us, as well as a few other aircraft there. Let me know if you're back. Let me know if you're chatting away with us today. Apologies for the whole 747 thing. I don't know what it was. It's not like I touched anything. I didn't touch anything at all, and the 747 just did its thing. So just annoying. Right, let's get some connections sorted.
Tower EasyJet 479er IFR to Inverness ready to copy. Tower EasyJet 479er ready to copy IFR clearance to Inverness.
Climb and maintain 12,000 feet. Departure frequency is 118.775 squawk 6275.
EasyJet 479er cleared to Inverness Airport is filed. Takeoff runway 27 climb and maintain 12,000 feet. Departure on 118.775 squawk 6275.
EasyJet 479er readback is correct. Contact ground on 133.85 when ready to taxi. Good day. Tower Diamond Delta, Alpha November Yankee
Okay,
ready
so
departure runway 27 IFR to Echo Delta Bravo Romeo. Diamond Delta, Alpha November Yankee altimeter 29er.9er 2 wind 301 at 4.
right, so we've got our clearance, and we've got everything else. We're going to go from there. So I've flown this before. It does fly wonderfully, so that's why we've stuck with the A319 for today. Next week's will definitely be transatlantic, and we'll be using the 787. I know it works perfectly as well. So we've keyed in the 220 climb out. We've got the altitude to go to as well. Let's tune in and pick how we're going to get out of here. So in fact, you know what? We may already have it. We do. So we've already got the flight plan out of Bristol. How are we getting into Inverness? That'd be my next question.
Tower Cessna Golf, Echo Sierra uniform is 1 mile northeast 1,200 feet with Mike to land. Cessna Golf, Echo Sierra uniform tower. Altimeter 29er.9er 2 wind 301 at 4. Enter left downwind runway 27. Diamond Golf Delta Quebec wind 301 at 4. Cleared to land.
Rob Brown plane spotting. What happened to the Cargo Lux flight? Simple. The 747 is an absolute bag of shit to fly. And for whatever reason, so I'll demonstrate it with what's the best way to? I'll demonstrate it with this. So as I'm cruising along, okay, that's how you should be cruising, but my plane was cruising like this, and I couldn't work out why, and in the end I just gave up. I gave up and was like, you know what, fuck it, bin the 747, can't be arsed with it. It's an absolute sack of ass is the best way of putting it. We might just have to go manually into Inverness, which is fine. I'm cool with that. Owen, hello to you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's just an absolute nightmare to try and... The game has been working all week, and Ian will tell you this if he's there in the chat. Ian will tell you the game's been working fine. We've been doing Caribbean island hopping and all sorts. And then the moment you go and try to stream it, it's an absolute bag, and it frustrates me. Frustrates me no end. Right. Let's take the map out for the minute. We've got our departure, so it's fine. Do you know what? My memory's that bad. I'm going to have to go by checklist. I should know how to do it, but my memory is so bad. So we got that on. Right, so. And I'm sitting here trying to also learn the PMDG as well, 737. So that'll be a nice one. Switches are on. Right, so I know these ones. So APU. And start. Wait for that. Wait for the bleed. Yeah, there you go. You should get Rich Goodwin back on the show once he's got his jets installed. Part 2 of the interview. Yep. Well, that is the plan. That is the plan, to get Rich back on. Just wait for that to happen. Ian, it's been perfect all week, although I can confirm the 747 needs scrapping and the 400 needs to replace it. It flies horribly. Like, I've given it so many opportunities, and it's just... I don't know why. I don't know why. It's just horrible. Okay, and then we switch the beacon on. I think that's pretty much everything. So we'll go to the starting engine, which we won't need just yet. So APU running. I need to sort these servers out, because this ATC dude is really getting on my nerves. Now let's go ahead and request pushback. We are going to go from 27. Sounds like you've just let someone's son, someone's kid, has been put onto the ATC. So we're pushing back from Bristol. I think we need to be steered to the left.
Ground EasyJet 479 are requesting the end of pushback.
Why?
479 request to end pushback received.
Right, we're going to have to run people over then by the looks of it. Why has he stopped there then? Whatever. Right, so let's get the engine started, see if I can remember how to do it. No is the answer to that question. Okay, so ignite. Engine master 2.
Cessna Sierra uniform number 2 for landing. Follow the Cessna Caravan on downwind. Wind tree 01 at 4. Cleared to land runway 27.
Don't be fooled by that southwest being mirrored. That is because
Cleared to land runway 27.
I'm sort of not near it.
Sierra uniform.
So you can hear it starting up. We'll start engine 1 as well.
Azul Cargo 9er 176, please acknowledge.
Flaps 1 for takeoff.
Ground EasyJet 479er with Mike ready to taxi IFR.
EasyJet 479er taxi to and hold short of runway 27 via taxiway Zulu Alpha. Contact tower on 13.
Right, we'll go ahead with the lights. We'll go for...
Azul Cargo 9er 176, did you copy? Ground Diamond Golf. Romeo Golf.
Nav lights.
Quebec taxi to
Runway lights.
Taxiing hold short runway 27.
Taxi
using
lights.
Taxiway Zulu Alpha EasyJet 479er.
Seatbelts on. No smoking.
Romeo Golf Delta Quebec taxi to general aviation parking using taxiway Golf Zulu Bravo cross runway 27 Juliet.
Don't need the strobe on just yet, so I think we're pretty much good to go. Right, I'm just going to head down. It's the best way of doing this. Preferably without running people over. We'll go to the other side. I feel like that's too much flap, isn't it? Or is it? No, you might be alright. Right, if we have to sacrifice this one dude on the ground, then we will. What annoys me as well is not having the servers on. Also makes the game run a little bit like a sack of balls, really. Right, we'll turn bits and bobs off.
Azul Cargo 5710, please acknowledge.
What I'd like to know is who sat there at Microsoft and thought, oh, these voices are going to work. These voices would be wonderful.
Azul Cargo 5710, ATC services terminated. Good day.
Right, so engine selector, normal. Master switch off. And the bleed off. Good to go.
Diamond Golf Delta Quebec, hold position, caution the Airbus on the taxiway. Diamond Golf Delta Quebec, continue taxi.
Ian's saying hurry up, there's a connection over in Inverness to catch. I'm sure you do. Got a bus literally heading towards us. So we've got a 320 on the ground, another 320. A few Frontier Neos, you know, the typical stuff you expect to see not at Bristol.
Ground Azul Cargo 9er 176, taxi to parking. Azul Cargo 9er 176, taxi to general aviation.
Tower EasyJet 479er ready for departure runway 27 IFR to Inverness.
EasyJet 479er,
Eh?
altimeter 29er, decimal 9er 2, wind 301 at 4.
God help me with these servers, let me have them back, please.
Cleared for takeoff runway 27 EasyJet 479er.
How can you give it? There's somebody just landed. Alright, let's get out of here. Right, so we're going to go up to our takeoff point. That bus has given up. He's going back to the terminal. So you can see just what kind of runway we've got here at Bristol, with the fact that it slopes. That is true to life. The runway at Bristol does slope upwards, making it for a full power takeoff when you're taking off from 27. You can be a little bit more derated when it gets to the sort of 09. But here we go, off to Inverness. We're going to keep an eye on the autopilot because we're going to hit speeds of 220. Let's go. Listen to the noise. And full power. V1 coming up. Go up the hill. And off we go. Okay, positive rate of climb, gears going up. No idea why that's all there. Right, autopilot's going to kick in.
Manchester Centre EasyJet 479er is passing 1,900 feet, climbing 12,000 feet.
EasyJet 479er, Manchester Centre, altimeter 29.92, continue as planned. JMP Aviation Zulu Delta November, contact London Centre on 118.475. Good day.
Okay, engine's powering down. As we go to 220 for the climb. Aircraft should begin turning shortly. We are going to take the climb out to 2,000 feet a minute. Little bumpy. Okay, so we're executing the turn over the Bristol Channel. See, the thing is, this must be to do with the service. This has never been like that. So that's what the annoying bit is. Anyway, we can take that off there. In fact, we might not even have to look at that yet. I think actually we might be fine. So there you go. We're off to Bristol. Sorry, off to Inverness. We'll go up to 230. plane should level itself out. Loving the absolute roar of the CFM engines. As we climb over the Bristol Channel. You see Cardiff to our left hand side. I still don't know why this is the case. There's obviously something there that's not right. Obviously you've got Bristol, Filton, where Concord was made. Over here somewhere. That was where Concord was built. So yeah, we're finally off and away. I'm actually gutted about the 747 not working, but it doesn't matter. Just give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. If the sound isn't too loud, I can turn this noise down a little bit. Rob Brown says, is the route up the England-Wales border, up over Liverpool, direct towards Carlisle? Let's have a look. So, I would say probably yes. Just about. Just about, I would say. We're hitting the Welsh. We're hitting Wales for a bit, and then going up to the border where, obviously, north of England and North Wales hit. Let me know if you want the sound turned down, or if you're happy to hear the engines of the A319.
Level 260 EasyJet 479er.
Okay, we can now start climbing a little bit quicker now as well. Go to 270. Get the engines roaring. No podcast tomorrow. Yeah, no podcast tomorrow. We are doing the first edition of a brand new quiz show that we're bringing to the channel. Something brand new for 2023 called Quizness Jet, the live aviation game show. Which will definitely be a lot of fun. Right, so we're executing a turn. So we sort of head over the beacons. I would say that's Brecon. No waypoint to say anything, so I would hazard a guess and say that's the Brecon beacons. In fact, because we are climbing, we'll probably take it to our full cruise that we want. Right, we'll go 310. Get the most of it. Get the most out of this aircraft. So yeah, so we've got a game show coming tomorrow night instead of the podcast. How it's going to work and how I'm going to schedule it is, I think, well, for each month there's going to be one game show, one Rate My Liveries, and then 2 podcasts with guests. That's how we're going to do it this year. So there'll be 12 game shows this year, 12 Rate My Liveries, and hopefully 24 podcasts with 2 guests each. We've also set up a membership. Now, membership is not of anything special. It's just a way of you guys to support the channel. $4.99 a month will get you some extra perks. Everyone will be treated differently. There will be occasions where we may do some like member-only chats, or I think tomorrow's episode we're doing a subscriber-only chat for the quiz show. But yeah, that's how we're going to sort of schedule it from now on. I think is have one quiz show a month, one Rate My Livery a month, and then the 2 other shows will just be a general podcast. So if you do fancy supporting the channel for $4.99 a month, you can cancel at any time. Obviously, like I say, it's monthly. You can hit the join button. You'll get a few extra perks. We will be working on extra perks as well, so we'll be getting some more of those out. But it's more of a way for you lot to support the channel if super chats aren't your thing. And of course, if you do want to do a super chat, you can stick it in the chat here today as well. So many different ways that you can choose to support the channel. Any funds that come to us through super chats or through memberships all go back into the channel to bring you better quality of content. So continuing our climb, as we look to climb to 26,000 feet, a little bit bumpy. In fact, what we will do, we will take it back down to 300. I think I'm more comfortable at 300 knots. Just like the stream as well for you. Thank you very much, Max. Much appreciated. Of course, yeah, this is the A319 that we were talking about. I just figured it's a safe bet, really. I also really want to work out why the servers aren't letting me on. So yeah, so tomorrow from 7 PM at the unusual time, podcast will be 7:30 PM, but quiz shows will be at 7. Yeah, the game show will take place. So quick look behind us. Quick look underneath. This is the Latin VFR model of the A319. I think it's not too bad actually, to be honest. It's a lovely thing. Very, very nice aircraft. Flown it once before from Newquay to Manchester, and it ran like an absolute dream. So. is there a good Dash 8 for Flight Sim 2020? Like, used to like Glasgow to Birmingham with Flybe on Flight Simulator X. I know Flight Simulator X had Dreamwings, I think it was. Dreamwings had Dash 8. There is a free Dash 8 on here, but I don't know if it's any good or not. It's maybe something I'll have a look at after the stream as well. Get an idea for what that's like. So cruising above the clouds. Like I said, this isn't live weather, and I can show you that. I can show you exactly what happens when I try and pick live weather as well. So because we're not apparently connected, and I don't know why, I've had to download some presets. So this is what happens, okay? I will change it back, but here's what happens. In fact, let's just do the climb first.
Climb and maintain flight level 370 EasyJet 479er.
Okay, right, here we go. So when I click live weather, doesn't do it, but does a blizzard below. Apparently we're overspeeding now. I don't think we are. No, it did kick us off a little bit quicker than we needed to be. So yeah, so I can't for whatever reason connect to live weather. So, yeah, don't know why, but I will have a look after the stream's done, otherwise I'll just be faffing about with it. Ian saying, I don't think there is a Dash 8 yet. There is, like I said, there's a free one, but I think it's an FSX conversion. I don't know if it works or not. But I've got a Dash 7, a Dash 8, a 319, 320 Neo, obviously, 321 Neo, the PMDG 737 series, 600, 700, 800. Got the 787, which I flew, I think, yesterday down to Gran Canaria. That was good fun, so I'm looking to do that transatlantic next week. Go do Gatwick to one of the New York airports, I think, with Norse. Obviously got the 310, which is study level, which I don't really fancy having. Now, because we changed the weather, the aircraft has sort of dipped a little bit, but we are sitting at 27, are we? There we go, as we start to climb up again. MaxJet TV Live, who's going to be joining us tomorrow for the game show? If you haven't seen the thumbnail, which is on the channel, we have taken part in the first game show. It's Ian, it's Steve, Jack Rolls and Rob Brown plane spotting to crown the inaugural Quizness Jet champion. It's going to be a lot of fun. I've put a lot of work into it, including an intro and everything else. I've not seen one on the marketplace. The PC version has a lot more content. Well, no. It's a conversion, so you can, I think you get it off of like FlightSim.2. It's one of those sort of things for the PC, not on the marketplace at all. I've seen the A318 on the marketplace. Yeah, that's on the marketplace. Haven't got that yet though. I've got a space on my shelf for the EasyJet trophy. Trash talking's already begun, everybody. Trash talking's already begun. Do check it out. There's a lot of work that's gone into the episode tomorrow. We call it like the pilot episode because it's going to be the first one of the series, and we're hoping to have it running for a long time, getting sort of various different guests on. I think once people have seen it in action and once people know what it's all about, then they may make the decision as to whether they fancy coming in and joining. Let's see if I can take the altitude down a little bit.
Manchester Centre EasyJet 479er. Request flight level tree 80.
EasyJet 479er, climb and maintain flight level tree.
In fact, I'm going to go down a bit further than that. I want to go 35, I think.
Climb and maintain flight level tree 70. Expect flight level tree 80.
Ian, you better get the pledge out, as you will need to dust that empty space. Trying to, yeah, I think because the servers are off on my game, it sounds horrific. It really does. Right, let's request to God Almighty.
Manchester Centre EasyJet.
I'm looking at the speed there. We're starting to lose speed a bit.
Flight level tree 50.
EasyJet 479er, climb and maintain flight level tree 50.
Climb and maintain flight level tree 50.
You've got to keep an eye on that because that speed is dropping. That's probably because I've been mucking about with the weather.
Manchester Centre EasyJet 479er. Request flight level tree 40.
EasyJet 479er, descend and maintain flight level tree 40.
Descend and maintain flight level tree 40. EasyJet 479er.
Manchester Centre Cessna Golf, November Tango Delta Golf 800 feet. Cessna Golf, November Tango Delta Golf, Manchester Centre altimeter 29.92 continuous.
Climbing again. Don't quite know what he wants to do at the minute.
Diamond Mike Delta Charlie, you're leaving my airspace. Resume on navigation. Contact Blackpool approach on 119.955. Good day. For Diamond Mike Delta Charlie.
Right, just going to leave that running for the second. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
5,600 feet. Cessna Alpha Papa Yankee, you are 51 miles southeast. Climb and maintain 10,300 feet. Expect vectors visual runway 28 approach. Cessna Golf. Golf Uniform Mike Manchester Center altimeter 29.9 continuous planned. Climb and maintain 10,300 feet. Expect vectors visual runway 28 approach. Cessna Alpha Papa Yankee. Cessna Yankee Mike Alpha traffic is 9 o'clock 4 miles at 1,900 feet. Cessna Skyhawk. Report them inside. Cessna Papa Echo Mike traffic is 9 o'clock 4 miles at 1,400 feet. Cessna Skyhawk. Report them inside. Cessna Yankee Mike Alpha have a Cessna Skyhawk inside. Cessna Papa Echo Mike traffic inside. Diamond Romeo Charlie X-ray contact Valley approach on 125.225. Good day.
Right.
Manchester Center Cessna Golf. Golf Uniform Mike. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace. Cessna Golf. Golf Uniform Mike Manchester Center.
Everyone can hear over speed because I wasn't here.
Cleared through Charlie airspace. Cessna Golf Uniform Mike.
I don't know. Probably not, Rob. Probably not. Excuse me.
Yankee traffic is 1 o'clock 4 miles at 5,000 feet. Cessna 152. Report them inside. Cessna Echo November Quebec traffic is 1 o'clock 4 miles at 4,000
Right, let's have a look at the map.
feet. Cessna 152. Report them inside.
A little bit to go yet, which is fine.
Cessna Alpha Papa Yankee have a Cessna 152 inside. Cessna Echo November Quebec have a Cessna 100.
I'm going to try and work out how to fix the sim afterwards as well. But yeah, first I guess the other thing to say as well is hello to all the new subs that have come in as well. If you're not sub to the channel, please do consider subbing. It helps us out hugely. I'd like to try and hit about 3,000 before the year is out. So we are cruising at 34,000 feet, not really a whole lot around us. Normally we have a lot of traffic, but because the servers are down, it's an absolute pig. So, and it's, you see it's very like, it's not very smooth at all. It's quite annoying. I don't know why my servers aren't connecting. But let's watch it from, let's say, this angle here. You should get a new channel called The Departure Lounge Gaming. Did think about it, but then no point in the end. I've got a streaming side of it on Twitch, but that is for football games and things like that. So yeah, got a very exciting, it's not an exciting show tomorrow. I'm literally buzzing to do it. Absolutely buzzing to get it started tomorrow. The EasyJet Aviation game show. Nobody else has done it, so it's kind of a first time sort of thing. Definitely looking forward to it. If you're enjoying this particular stream, I know we were supposed to do 747, but for whatever reason, it all went wrong. So if you are enjoying this, excuse me, small flight to Inverness, let me know. It's 747. I'm looking at my phone as well, by the way. So if I'm looking down, it's because I'm looking at my phone. That's where the chat is. Is 747 the worst plane on your PC? See, the thing is, I don't know if I've pressed anything. That's my problem. I've got a feeling I've pressed something, but I don't know what I've pressed in order for it to go. Because otherwise, when I've flown it, I flew it this morning, like doing some test runs and stuff to get an idea for what I was, what I was in for, and it worked fine. So I've obviously pressed something by accident. But the problem is when you press something by accident, or you've just brushed your hand across it, I don't know what I've pressed, so I can't rectify it. So I think we'll come back maybe to the 747, but we'll do it once servers are up and I can connect to the servers again. Because there's going to be a lot of things that aren't working properly. It's going to make the sim look a bit bad. And this you see how jittery, like the frame rate has taken a huge hit. This doesn't happen normally. Where are you on the map now, says Ian. We are around... Goodness me. I mean, that must be what? That must be the Isle of Man. EGNC, that must be Carlisle there. I think that's Newcastle. Yeah, so we're well past Manchester. So, right up to the north of England right now. Lake District area. Going to take that right turn onto Subuk. Doing Scotland proud, and will end up a glorious failure with nil points, a la Eurovision departure lounge style. Thank you so much. Thank you. I've had some practice during the week and I've managed to grease it, so I probably shouldn't have even said that because it's going to happen now, isn't it? Paul Hussey must have damaged 747 hitting that bus on the taxiway. It's my karma for hitting them. That's what it is. It's my karma. Yeah, so I'm imagining that to the left of us, that there is the Isle of Man. I'm only in the stream for the landing. Cheers, pal. Paul Hussey wouldn't be the first time a car. Very true. That is very true. Wouldn't be the first time Cargo Lux has hit a ground vehicle at Luxembourg. But that's why we do these sort of streams, you see, because I'm by no means am I a professional at this game. I play the game for fun. I will take every shortcut possible. We'll get Steve to say cheerio, my lovelies, as well tomorrow. He will definitely be saying it tomorrow. 100%. But yeah, I'm not by any means a promising pilot or anything else like that. And if I was, you wouldn't get the entertainment like this. You wouldn't get my crappy landings. As much as it's fun to sit there and watch other people absolutely grease it, every now and again you kind of want to see one mess it up. And that one person is me. Me. It's me. What I hate as well, you can't see it because I've got the banner down the bottom there, but some of the text is missing. You can see it there, look. atccom.atc_name_beechcraft. No idea what that is. But you don't get that when the servers are on. It's weird. Ian will tell you a fantastic story of what we did during the week when we were island hopping in the Caribbean and the aircraft that we used. And if you thought the 747 was bad, that one was worse. Goose. Goose G21. I want to know what people's thoughts are as to what the worst plane on Flight Sim is. Like, what's the worst aircraft that people have flown on the Flight Sim? I hate the fact this is not running smoothly either. It just looks so blotchy down below, look. Reminds me of FSX. It's horrible. Do you think Alison would butter at a 330 landing on the sim? 100%. She knows what she's doing. 100%, yeah, she knows what she's doing. Right, let's hop into the cockpit. So we're currently sitting at 280 knots. So we've got Carlisle, I believe that is, there. Let's just have a quick nosy. Yeah, it must be because the telemetry is off. So you've got Kirkbride Airfield there. So I think because the telemetry is off, it's very jittery at the minute. Ian says 747 is the worst aircraft on the game, hands down, followed by the landing physics of the Goose. Yeah, the Goose G21. If you've not flown it, it's like a little seaplane. But yeah, if you've not flown it on the game yet, it's lovely to take off, lovely to actually fly. But when you actually land the damn thing, you end up in someone's garden. Broadband plane spotting helicopters, flight dynamics on FSX were horrible. Yes, absolutely, I can totally agree with that. MaxJet TV Live Express. Tom, may I ask what fastest Air Force jet that could operate from London to Sydney in 24 hours? Well, unless you did it with plenty of stops, but other than that, you got the Dark Star, really. Even though that's not a proper plane. But yeah, maybe the Dark Star. I don't think any other. There's no jet out there. There's no jet out there that can do London to Sydney. Not without a few stops. Voyager, yeah, Voyager. This guy on ATC right now, he's like a stoner, like one of those stoner people you go and like go and find, and they're like high as a kite. It's horrific to listen to. But all this, you see, all of this would not. I don't think all of this would be here if we were connected. In fact, I'm fairly certain we are still not connected. That's correct. We are not connected at all. So because there's no telemetry happening, and because we don't have any of the... I'm assuming that the ground scenery is not there. Because we don't have the satellite imagery, because we're not connected, apparently, I don't think. It's just, it all looks very much like FSX. Why it's like that, I don't know. Let's get a better angle as we head over the border. So yeah, so if you want to support the channel, you can do through joining the sort of the membership thing that we have. We say membership, it's not like an exclusive club sort of thing. It's just it's like an easy way for people to support the channel. Like if you don't know what to give, and you want to support, like £4.99, yeah, to go straight back into the channel. Rather than do it through Super Chat and stuff and get a couple of extra like perks on top of it. And by perks, it's literally just a few like emojis and stuff, which we've put a couple in there at the minute, but we are going to look into getting some more in there as well as time goes on. So if you wanted that, then yeah, then absolutely go for it. absolutely go for it. Of course, it's always appreciated. Go straight back into the channel. But then there is no obligation. Everyone's treated the same. There is no like members only streams or anything like that. It's all going to be like subscriber sort of thing. So even if you're subscribed and not part of the membership type thing, you're still going to be able to get the best out of the channel. At the end of the day, this whole channel, including podcast, game show, flight sim streams and all that, are all done as hobbies. As well as, you know, going out to airports and things like that to get footage and things like that. That's all done as a hobby, not as a business thing. Scottish ATC interpretation, airport fire service on standby at Inverness for incoming crash landing of a squeezy jet. Cheers. Cheers. You forget who's hosting the quiz tomorrow. I can always rig it. Okay, so we've got a few more points to come, and then it's into Inverness. Small airport, we've got the scenery for it. Just seeing which way they came in today. It's fine. I'll just have a look at the onboard computer. Or computer. Depending how you want to put it. Rigged, don't we call that VAR these days? No VAR in the quiz. Nesdian, then we, yeah, so, okay. Yeah, the chap's voice here is irritating, to say the least. Do you think Lossy would mind if you buzz the tower? I mean, if a random EasyJet 319 just decides he's going to buzz it like Top Gun, rather, might be slightly suspicious. They're going to have like typhoons and Poseidons hunting me down. So still a bit of way to go yet. Not too long now until we get into Inverness. How long have we been doing it for at the minute? Not quite, no. But yeah, hopefully tomorrow you lot can join us for the game show. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be definitely a lot of fun. Definitely quite a few rounds in there, which are they're quite something. And there's a lot of work, like I said, that's gone into it. So yeah, come check it out. Will be a subscriber only chat as well. So yeah, come check it out. Come check it out tomorrow, 7 PM UK time, for the first showing of EasyJet. What do we think of EasyJet as a name, by the way? I thought it was quite funny actually to EasyJet. Like, it just popped into my head one day and I was just like, oh, okay, yeah, EasyJet, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. And I think it works. So Oh, forgive me. I didn't even know we were descending. Right. Descent down to 240. We're going to gently start to go down. We're going to take the speed right back to 250. But the speed probably won't do that. For more of these wacky flight sim streams, like I said, do drop the channel a follow. Turn notifications on, become part of the notification squad. And you'll know all about when these streams are happening. So runway we're looking for Inverness is runway 23. Just checking the flight radar at the same time. Runway 23. I think I might join you for the next one, providing my providing I can actually get onto the damn thing, and it allows me to do multiplayer, which I don't know why. Actually, sorry, quick look. Hang on. If I go data, online functionality. Did we just fix it? This is what I mean. Online services are unreachable. Please check your internet. Hey, we're back. We've got internet connection. Woo! Imagine it kicks me out. Imagine it kicks me out right now. Come on. Come on. That is annoying though, because I'd like to have live traffic on now, but I can't because I'm that close to Inverness. So we'll just let it do its thing. Probably should have carried on, but it's fine. We'll just let it do its thing. It's applying the online settings at the moment. I'm just hoping it doesn't crash the game. Or just take me out of my flight. Yes. Alright. Okay, we're in. Okay, there you go. See? See the difference? It's not so jittery now. And everywhere's starting to look a little bit better. See it happening? It's all unfolding before your very eyes. But look at the transition now, look, you see? Now that we're online, there's no jittery. Or no jittering, I should say. And hopefully now, ATC should sound a lot better. Right, let's actually start taking the aircraft down a bit further. Let's go for 3,000 feet a minute. Just to bring her down a bit more. We may have potentially... No, I think we're good. I think we're alright. Should we just check? Just see if it works. Oh dear. I fear we may have lost ATC. Which is fine if we have, because it was a little bit annoying. But I think we may have lost ATC. I think, well, it's nice and quiet now. It's lovely. Don't have to listen to the stoner friend do ATC. Alright, so we're turning on to Urson as we drop down to 24,000 feet. Yeah, I mean already everything's looking better. So yeah, there was definitely no telemetry, and that's why the frame rates were suffering, I think. Still a fair way out, I think. So we're not going to rush down. What flight are we doing next? Well, we're going to not do another flight after this. This is kind of the stream for today. Oh, so much better. So much better. Yeah, I'm not doing another stream after that. That is the end of the stream for this week. I almost feel like I should do this more. Let's take it up to 275, 25. I think when we're descending. But yeah, no more flights after this one. But next week will be a long one. Next week we're going to do Gatwick to one of the New York airports, I think. It's about 6.5, 7 hours, so it's going to be a long stream next week. Comms re-established, QRA. Yes, I'm in a hijacked airplane. Yeah, just already, I mean, you can already see, like, everything just looks so much better now. Which I'm gutted. I'm gutted that we didn't do that before. Maybe if I can program it, maybe we can go back to Bristol. I feel like we should do a little bit of a longer stream, maybe. I don't know how long we've been doing this for already. Just over an hour, that's fine. Well, we might be fine. We might be able to get away with it. We may go back to Bristol, I'm not sure yet. But yeah, like I said, the scenery now is just, it is looking a lot better than what we had before. Over the Scottish Highlands. Or, worst case scenario, I can go and have a look and make sure everything's working properly and then come back and maybe do another flight. And do the reverse. Should probably keep ATC going actually, because we are going to need that. So we'll focus on the aircraft from this angle. But maybe we could, if I, well, mind you, I can't. If I can't reprogram it, maybe I'll, yeah, or maybe I could actually. Maybe I could just come back and do the reverse in Inverness to Bristol. The problem I find with this is that you got to go out the game to then come back into it, and it takes out the realism a little bit. It is annoying. Like, I think before, like on the old like FSX and things like that, you could literally select a flight and load it into your program like that way. So you could have gone up to the top of the screen and then selected a flight. A box came up here to say where you want it to go to and things like that. Take the speed down a bit to 240. yeah, box came up in the middle. You pick where you were, your gate, and then your arrival airport, and then you could either like go to the airport that you'd saved it at, or if you pressed, I think it was no or something, it loaded you straight back into the game, but with your brand new flight plan. Now, I don't know if there's anything on the game that allows you to do that, because otherwise you've got to keep going out and coming back in and out, and in. It's just it takes the fun out of it. I need to love and leave you troops to catch up tomorrow. Oh, afternoon. Cheers for popping in, Rob Brown. Much appreciated.
5,000 feet EasyJet 479er.
Right, so we are getting close to Inverness. So we're going to drop the aircraft down. We're going to take it over at some point because we need to go in on runway 23. Have you got other players on your screen? I don't, because I haven't changed the settings yet. Which is why I'm thinking to go back out and come back in again with live weather. I think Ian's itching to join me. I think. Anybody else that might want to join as well, no matter what platform you're on, you're more than welcome to potentially join me on the return leg. I'm trying to intercept you in an F-18. Yeah, it's not happening. It's not happening because, like I said, I loaded the game into it with no players, basically, which is why you don't see anything on the screen like traffic or anything else. And that's why we've got like default traffic like Azul Cargo and things like that. You don't normally see that. You get live traffic on there normally. But dropping down, and we're going to drop the speed to 220 because Inverness is coming up there. So we're going to get past Nesdy first, drop her down.
Descend and maintain 4,000 feet. Expect VOR DME runway 23 approach via India November Sierra transition clear to India November Sierra EasyJet 479.
Right, so we're on the Nesdy approach. So we're going to take over with the heading this time. So we are going to want probably, I would say, about 50 degrees of turn. I'm going to fly in myself, not going to use what I am going to do is I'm going to stop the plane from dropping so much.
119.35 for EasyJet 479er. Lossiemouth approach EasyJet 479er is passing 7,500 feet, descending.
If you can hear any drilling, by the way, there is someone in the garage drilling at the moment. So we're starting to take the speed right down. What I'm thinking we could do is actually get a bit more of a turn going. So we're going to take it to can't bloody control this, right? About a 60 degree turn. Just to take us a little bit away from the airport. Which I believe is coming up. It's around there somewhere, I think. But over the Highlands at the minute, so we'll just we'll keep that going as we sort of drop down to 5,000 feet. They do want us to go to 4, which we are doing so, ever so slowly. Can we see the airport yet? Not entirely sure if we've just... I mean, it should be coming up. I think it should be coming up. It's around about here. I think. I might be wrong. Might be even in that valley there. Let's have a quick look outside here. I can see water, but it might be fine. Ian saying that he might join me. He's just sent me a private message. So I think we could probably do another run, maybe. Maybe run it back to Bristol. What do you think? Let us know. Bristol to Inverness, which is what we're doing now, and then we'll run it back to Inverness. Run it from Inverness back to Bristol. What do you think? Because I like to kind of give you guys a bit of a longer stream today, really, to make up for the 747. Let me know in the chat what you think. Have you got the Southend scenery? I do not have the Southend scenery. Southend has been an airport I've not really been sort of... It's not really been on my mind, but maybe one day I'll do it. So yeah, so I think what I'll do is I'll come out once we've landed. I'll switch on everything that we need to, such as players and live traffic and things like that. And then anybody that wants to join on the return leg from Inverness to Bristol can load up at Inverness, and then we'll head back down to Bristol. Of course, realism needs to be there as well. Can't just come in and land next to each other or side by side, etc. It's got to be a little bit of realism now. But yeah, if you're new around here, do hit the subscribe button, turn notifications on, become part of the notification squad, and yeah, you'll see some more weird streams like this. Every time I stream it, there's always an issue. I've never had the game turn off my internet by itself. I think what worries me at the moment is, as we're sort of giving ourselves a good piece of time to, that must be the end there, so we're going to get towards the end here.
Going to 119.875 EasyJet 479er. Scottish Centre EasyJet 479er.
In fact, what we could do is if we pull in back to 50 degrees, he says, these goddamn buttons are so difficult. Right, 50 degrees. Right, we're going to start to get the aircraft lined up. So we're going to head out towards the sea. You can see on the map there, we're going to head out to about here, and then we're going to pull in and see if we can line the aircraft up. And get her ready to go to come into land. We've got EGPD, which I think that's Aberdeen. I think is that Aberdeen next to Inverness. Yeah, so you've got Aberdeen right in the middle. Going to head out to sea, keep it at 4,000 feet, start to turn in when we need to. And then follow that valley all the way in. So we know exactly where we need to come in from about this angle here. If we can hit this angle, then we're good to go. We're not going to do ILS, we don't believe in ILS on this channel. It's all about the skill. If you can land it freehand, any landing you can walk away from is a good one. That's how I see it anyway.
Descend and maintain 2,000 feet EasyJet for 79er.
Yeah, I'm not going to start descending just yet because we'll be far too low otherwise. So once we've almost lined up here with EGQK, we'll start to turn in, give ourselves some good, a good amount of time to swing this 319 round. In fact, we could probably start to do that now. Let's take the degrees down to 40. Big hello to the 15 people that are watching right now. If you're here and you're just lurking, hello to you. Do say hello. Don't bite. Right, start, go down to... God. Just when you think you got it as well. Take it down to 30 degrees. We are going to drop the speed down to 210. Initiate first lot of flaps. In fact, we're going to take the speed down to 200. David Bone, hello from Aberdeen. I might see you. Right, let's take it down to the 10 degree mark. Keeping it at 4,000, keeping it at 200 knots.
Tower on 122.6 EasyJet for 79er. Inverness Tower EasyJet for 79er.
Okay, so we're coming in runway 23 as expected. So we'll worry about descending when we actually get to it. Inverness to Manchester next. I suppose we could actually. I suppose we could. It's a nice small flight. Inverness to Manchester. Did think about doing a return, but I think to Manchester sounds like a good idea. We'll do some extra content for yourselves to make up for the lack of the 747 today. Start moving that down to about 350. Just to start edging that turn in. Realistically, we'll probably want to start getting it at about 310, something like that. 300, 310. I would say. I've got to get my phone charger in a minute as well, so I'm going to be looking left and right for me. We're about to overfly Lossiemouth, so Inverness, Aberdeen, Manchester. That would give another landing and takeoff point of interest. I mean, it's a short hop, isn't it, to Aberdeen. Oh, you're joking. Alright, so you're probably wondering why the sim is frozen, okay? Let me just read a little message that has just popped up on my screen. Your graphics device has encountered a problem. A Microsoft Flight Simulator will now exit. It is crashing on me again. That is why the sim has stuck. There is nothing I can do apart from if I press OK, it's going to close. The gremlins have taken over. The game hates me. Hates me with a passion. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to quickly then, in that case, I'll tell you what, we're going to load up at Inverness. Okay, we're going to load up at Inverness, and we're going to either head down to Manchester or Bristol as a return leg. Say that we've done it, because we are going to get a landing in here at some point. how about to get an Xbox, Tom? Got one. It's literally right there. That is quite annoying. Not gonna lie. I've got an Xbox One. Right. Let me sort this out. So I'm going to put the starting stream soon sign up, just so I can get the game reloaded again. I'm just experiencing all sorts of problems. Never had it. I didn't have it yesterday, and I played it for about 4 hours yesterday, doing Heathrow to Gran Canaria. Didn't have a single problem. Must be something to do with the fact that I've obviously buggered it up somehow. But yeah, like with the weather and putting the online settings back on. But yes, right. Let's go into a quick break. All right. Refresh yourselves, grab your drink. I'm going to reload the sim and then be back shortly. We will do this. We'll get this done. We'll get this done. I'll be back shortly. Don't go anywhere. Okay, rather interestingly, it's not picked up flight sim yet. Which is rather interesting. Anyway, hope you grab some refreshments, some drink, whatever. If you are willing to come down to Manchester, we'll do Manchester, I think. So what I'm doing is at the minute is the game is loading in the background, and I figured I'd come chat to you lot. Whilst it does its thing. We were that close, that close, that close to right, there we go. So if I put, will it capture it if I do this? Yes, yes it will. Right, so the game's loading at the minute. So we were that close to landing at Inverness. So annoyed. Apologies for this. I'm going to mute myself quickly. If anyone's got any questions, do a quick Q&A while the game's loading. Chuck them in the chat. Just going to mute my microphone while I'm munching on crisps. 2 seconds. Right, so we're back in. See if we can get, right, there we go. That's what we wanted, you see? Live players, live traffic, weather live, everything live. Makes for a much better experience. There we go. So, I'm going to change my plane, I think. I'm going to try something else. So, we'll quickly run down what I've got. If I just bear with me. Go full screen. There we go. So here's what I've got. Alright. Not going to do anything stupid like the Antonov 225. Not doing that. But we'll stick with things like 319, a 320 Neo potentially, 321 Neo. What else we got? Just going to throw the chat up there. Hang on a sec. Right, there we go. So yeah, so you've got 321 Neo. Obviously, we'd like to say we are doing the short run down to Manchester, so got to be quite sensible with it. 737, obviously that takes a lot of learning for me to start up, so I don't want to do that today. 747, absolutely not. There's the Dash 8 that we were talking about, but don't know if it works properly. 787 is there, 777 is there. That's not too bad. You've got the Britain Norman Defender, as well as the standard sort of Islander aircraft. Concorde is there. That's going to come at a future stream once I've learned how to fly that. DC-3 is there. Embraer 110. That doesn't fly very well. I think we stick with 319, maybe 320 it. Got to learn how to fly this as well, the BAE 146. So I'll do that at some point. MD-11 is there. MD-82, got the Osprey. Potential Osprey option as well. I think we keep it with like maybe 319 or something. Twin Otter is there. I think we'll stick with like 319, 320. I'll tell you what, let's neo it. Let's neo it from Inverness down to Amsterdam, to Manchester rather. Don't know where I got Manchester, Amsterdam from. And then we'll load up, and then we'll go from there. Just going to look and see what livery to use. It's so annoying. Like you get so close, and then it just messes up. I think BA would be too obvious. I mean, we did speak about the 2012 Olympics on the show. BMI could be a shout. In fact, BMI is a very good shout. Because I think, do they not do... They used to do Manchester to Inverness, I'm sure they did. We'll customise the call sign, which was Midland. And then we'll just chuck some random numbers in there. And that's 499. Are these liveries for PC only? It came in a mega pack, I believe. The BMI one didn't. So that is a PC only, unfortunately. We'll go gate 3 parking. So yeah, anybody that wants to join me on this leg down to Manchester, I'm going to load up. I'm going to, so rough, what are we looking at? Roughly 40 minutes. So if you want to join me on this run down to Manchester, here is the run. Inverness, I'm at gate 3. I'm going to go for all players. Live traffic, live weather, so that we can all be seen. I'm going to load up. I'll give it a sec if anyone is playing it and wants to join. And we're going to... That's a direct departure, but we'll have a look at that when we jump in. Right, Inverness to Manchester. Let's go. Should we try again, everybody? Should we try again? Maybe this time we'll land it. So we've got scenery at Inverness. I'm on full screen now, so forgive me. If you can hear me munching on crisps. I do apologise. It's not quite the ASMR channel. Sometimes I feel it should be. It should be an ASMR channel. Right. Here we go then. We go again. Welcome to Inverness. Got passengers in the terminal. We'll have a look outside. Okay, so we've got nobody next to us. We've got a busted old plane next to there. Don't know why. Don't know why those textures are just not very good. But we do have a few people who I think are over at Aberdeen. So what I'm going to do, like I said, if there are people that do want to join, I'm going to pop the battery on.
Inverness Tower, Midland for 9er IFR to Manchester, ready to copy.
Midland 49er is cleared to
That's better.
Manchester Airport.
ATC sounds a lot better.
Take off runway 23 climb and maintain 5,000 feet.
Let's set ourselves up. So yeah, do come join me at Inverness if you're playing the game.
2745.
Midland for 9er cleared to Manchester Airport is filed.
Set this plane up once more.
Maintain 5,000 feet. Departure on 119.875, squawk 2745.
Have we got our departure out of Inverness? No, looks like we're just going to go direct with the takeoff. All right. So, got all players on, so anyone on Xbox or PC can join. I'm going to sit here at Inverness for a little bit, as we just see EasyJet from Gatwick coming in to the stand. You can hear it coming in. I will give it a couple minutes if nobody wants to come in. Then we'll get going. Live weather is on. Must be a glitch in the system. It's never sunny in Scotland, is it? I kid, of course. Yeah. So right, scenery at Inverness. I mean, it's not bad, is it? Especially with those like hills in the background. It's lovely. It's very, very nice. So, we'll configure the aircraft, get ready for our departure, and taxi back. Taxi out, rather. So, do you know what I mean? It's knowing what everything is. That's my only problem. My EasyJet call sign is called Sexy Bravo. Okay. Each to their own, I would say. Where are you at, for God's sake? External power, there we go. Right, external power. Generators are on. Engine bleed air switches are off. Those two on. We'll wait for the bleed for the availability on that one. Not entirely sure where that EasyJet's parking up. We better not be parking there. That's that's for damn sure. God, that's the wrong one. Oh well, windshield de-ice is on anyway, because screw it. External power off. Fuel pumps ready. And we'll turn the beacon on. Just a little guide. Okay, we'll come back to the starting the engine very, very shortly. Quite a few people popping up now, which is good to see. I think Manchester will be probably quite busy. That EasyJet is going to literally sit there, isn't it? We're going to have to literally go through it. We're going to have to sacrifice more people. There's no other way of doing it unless we literally go round that way. Right. Does anyone remember the old British Midlands? I used to love their livery. That's an airline I wish I'd flown with. we've got biped 8822. Max is apparently doing south end to the Isle of Man, so we may not pass him or may not see him. But what we will do is, I think we'll keep it going nice and long. So what we'll do, forgive me for eating crisp, by the way. What we'll do is we'll go Inverness, Manchester back to Bristol, I think, just to keep the stream going. I think I sort of owe it to you guys anyway. Right. Let's request pushback. Let's get going.
Inverness ground, Midland 499er requesting pushback.
Midland 499er pushback request accepted.
Unless that 320 is sat waiting for us. We're going to be wanting steered to the right hand side as well. Oh, that 320's now disappeared. Somebody sends a search party out for that plane, please. Right, we're going to want to start to be steered to the right hand side.
Inverness ground, Midland 499er requesting pushback tug to steer the aircraft to the right.
Midland 499er, your request has been transmitted to the operator.
In fact, I've mistimed that horribly.
Inverness ground, Midland 499er requesting the end of pushback.
Midland 499er request to end pushback received.
Right, let's get the engines fired up. So we'll go igniter there. Engine 2. Sounds like she's powering up right now. I think I'm about to have somebody join us. Engine is powering up for sure. I'll do engine 1. Then we will stick nav lights on. We'll stick the taxi lights to taxi. We'll stick. We've got their runway turn light. Seatbelts on. No smoking.
Ground, Midland 499er ready to taxi IFR.
Midland 499er taxi.
We are good to go. Actually, no. We need to do flaps. We'll set flaps at. Where's the flaps there? Flaps there. We'll set them to 25%. I will taxi shortly. Hang on. Let me just reset the position there so I can move me across. Right. I believe. Well, we're not even facing the right way anyway. We're going to have to sacrifice that truck. It's the only way. I thought we may have had to sort of backtrack, but apparently not. So we are going to have to swing this puppy round. I've horribly misjudged this. Let's quickly run through the checklist here for starting the engine. Get everything turned off that we need to. Bleed off, master switch off. And there we go. So we are good to go for our taxi, of which I've horrifically messed up. So we're going to have to do a real sharp turn here just to get out of this situation, unless we are sacrificing that truck, which I'd rather we didn't do. We just about get away with it? Good, just about. I suppose you wouldn't taxi that far out if you were heading up the opposite way, so that's fine. Right, taxiing out to the runway. Got an Icon A5 down there, which is interesting. It's also a lovely little plane to fly as well on the sim. Oh, interesting, we're going off a different runway. By the looks of it. Is that right? That's not a runway, is it?
Inverness Tower Midland for 9er at runway 23 ready
Well, I'm
for
not.
departure IFR to Manchester.
Midland 49er, altimeter 28.88, wind 262 at 4. Cleared for takeoff runway 23.
Cleared for takeoff runway 23 Midland for 9er.
So I'm not gonna. Not taking off, it's all good. Just hauling some ass. To then backtrack. What a bizarre runway this is. Probably a violation there, but we actually need to turn around. Otherwise we're not going to have enough room to take off. Okay. So we're on the runway. Let me just send a quick message. Okay. Off to Manchester. Hopefully this time we can actually get there without the game crashing. here we go. Powering up in 3, 2, 1. Let me just center myself. Hang on. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. And full power. Right, hold on a sec. Before I do that, hang on, let me just check with Ian. Because he's wanting to join. Okay, V1 and rotate. Okay, gear going up nicely. Positive rate gear up.
Midland 499er, contact Scottish Centre on 119.875. Good day.
119.875 Midland 499er.
Okay, so now we'll stick the autopilot on.
Scottish Centre Midland 499er is at 2,400 feet, climbing 5,000 feet.
Midland 499er, Scottish Centre altimeter 28.88, continue to Grice as planned. Midland 499er climb and maintain 6,000 feet.
Climb and maintain 6,000 feet Midland 499er.
Okay, so we can sit the flaps up, maybe increase the speed a little bit. Okay, and we're off to Manchester in a very, very quiet A320 Neo. There he is. There is Ian behind in also a 320 Neo. He'll be following us down to Manchester. So who remembers the old British Midlands? Let me know. So there is Ian, taking off in his 320. As we head off on our short run down to Manchester. Do you think British Midland would have had 320 Neos if they were still around? So we've got lots of people, 320s, 170s, Embraer 170s, Cessna planes. 320s seem to be, they're very popular. We'll go to 250, just keep it running. We'll wait for ATC to allow us to climb. Which I'm sure will come. Ian is chasing us down at 4,000 feet. The altimeter wasn't set properly, that'd be why. It is. It's a goose chase, but in A320 Neos. That'll also explain why I didn't get any coverage to kind of move on from there. Alright, 15, let's go.
Climb and maintain 15,000 feet Midland for 9er.
Keep speed at 250. Ian is behind us, you can see him there. Ian doesn't normally do the way that we do it. Just confirming with him that he knows where we're flying to. Ian will probably take over us because we are keeping the speed quite low. We'll take it at 270. As we climb, leaving Inverness behind us. Obviously we never had the chance to land in Inverness. But we're off on the climb. So, let me know your weekend plans. What you got planned this weekend? So Ian's at 7,000 feet. We are sitting at just about 10,000 feet. I'm not going to crank the speed up just yet. Ian is a bit like myself. Oh, this is at 9,000 feet. I think his altimeter might be wrong then. But yeah, so we're off to the short run to Manchester. So we've got Grice, and then we pop down to I think they're using 2-3 today as we climb over the Scottish mountains. Can you hear me on my stream? If you can, I'm using my phone for the chat, so I'm not actually watching at the minute. So snowy mountains, which unfortunately we didn't have on the way into Inverness. Ian is still below us. We are going to crank it to 300 knots as we're above. The limits. We can go a little bit faster now. I mean, it does look. I mean, we'll take the map. If we take the map off, this is the view that's greeting us right now. Snow over the Scottish mountains. Lots of people. You see the names starting to come in already. Lots of people to keep an eye out on. Also hear the wind as well, if you're able to hear that. Ian is there as well. He's chasing us to Manchester.
Midland 499er climb and maintain flight level 250.
Climb and maintain flight level 250 Midland 499er.
Okay, we're going to gently climb. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to go back to. So, climbing to 25,000 feet over the very snowy Scottish mountains. It's absolutely lovely. That's what I like about the sim. Like I say, when the sim works, it's wonderful. When it doesn't work, it's an absolute pain in the ass. But there you go. So, British Midlands A320 Neo. I'd like to think, I'm going to put my phone to my left here, so I will be glancing to my left from time to time. But I'd like to think if British Midland were around still, that they would actually have the 320 Neo in their fleet, and they would probably replace the older 320s that they had. Do miss catching the British Midland livery. Ian climbing at up to 14,000. Whether that's completely true or not, he's been telling me he's at 17,000, but my screen says 14. But he is rapidly climbing. I want to at least get a landing. At least get a landing in the stream. Okay, so if we have a look in front of us, we got any names with hashtags and a number. I think they are Xbox players. The reason Ian doesn't have that is because he was formerly a PC player. I think he's now playing on his Xbox. But let's have a look. There's some interesting aircraft choices, and you can see the 320 Neo is quite a popular choice. I think Manchester's going to be very, very busy. Very, very busy. So we've got somebody hopping around. Alexandro Albion is flying around the F-14 Tomcat. Somebody flying in a Hercules H4, which would be incredible to see if we could get near it. But other than that, like I said, lots of people flying in Neos and Embraer 170s. Here is a Tomcat. I believe he has just binned it. He has just binned his Tomcat. He's at minus 1,500 feet and still climbing. Still descending. Now he's back up in the air, literally buzzing around in a Tomcat. So, has anybody got any flight sim plans to play this weekend? We may have these two guys, or especially the guy in the E170, might be Comic Ghost, who may potentially go over us. But look behind us, and there is Ian at 20,000 feet, so he is climbing. A couple of people in different aircraft over in that direction. It's the best thing about this sim, I suppose. Right, we're up to 31,000 feet.
Climb and maintain flight level 310 Midland for 9er.
We'll keep it going. just watch the action unfolding in front of us. So yeah, next week we're going to be doing a transatlantic flight from Gatwick out to somewhere in America, probably like Boston or Newark. In the 787. Talking to 787, there is somebody in a 787. Got a few people down below us there. One in a Max. 2 people in a Max, actually. Somebody has just quit because I think they might have binned their plane. So on the map there is Ian. I think that's Prestwick and stuff down below, isn't it? That's Prestwick, that's Glasgow there. So these lot are obviously near Glasgow. These guys no, these are Glasgow here, aren't they? Yeah, they must be Glasgow. Right, look behind us. Ian's at 23,000 feet. I think what did we climb to? 31, I think. So Ian is chasing us down to Manchester. Just trying to think where that is. That's on my right hand side. So that's so that's Prestwick there. There is... oh, that's Edinburgh. Edinburgh below us. I think that's actually Glasgow then, isn't it? EGPF, that's Glasgow, if I'm correct. Let me know. Well, we don't want to be going that high. So we're going to drop that down by 4.
Scottish Centre, Midland 499er. Request flight level tree 50.
Nice. Okay, up to our brand new cruising altitude of 35,000 feet as we go high over Edinburgh. People in 787s and stuff. Be interested to see what's on the ground at Manchester. It will get very busy, no doubt. So we've got to be super careful. Lots of people in the air today. Get to see some people bin their landings as well. Won't just be me. ATT's gone echo. Okay. So Keegan, you can see there. He's in the A320. Lots of 320s. You can see how popular the Neo is on this game. Okay.
Midland 499er, you are 500 feet
Really?
above your assigned altitude. Descend and maintain flight level 350.
Descend and maintain flight level 350 Midland 499er.
Well, that was interesting. Obviously, the altimeter again set wrong. But that's fine. Okay, so we have dropped down to 35,000. So we are literally cruising now. British Airways A321 Neo below us from Heathrow, possibly going into Glasgow. Spirit of Louis. I mean, good luck to that person. Foam plates. Flying the Spirit of St. Louis. We've got Rory in the Concorde. We've got lots of people like A310s, 777s. It's good to see. Very, very good to see. We have lost Ian. Are we that far ahead of him that he can't see us now? Or interesting. I don't think Ian's chasing us no more. I think he's binned it, isn't he? Can't see him. Oh, okay. So Ian is apparently still on him. I think we're just probably too far in front of him. Either that or he'll show up again at some point. So there's Aging Cactus, obviously dropping down for Glasgow. Again, you can see just how popular the 320 is to fly on this game. Kynan Ruttons, hello to you. Hope you're well. Thank you for joining the stream here today. So if you are new around here, do consider hitting the subscribe button. Turn notifications on to become part of the notification squad. You get to see when we're live for Flight Sim podcasts, or our, as of tomorrow, game shows. Is Ian behind us? No, he's not. I think we are far too... I think we're ahead of him by quite some way. I think we're just going to have to crack on. We'll see him at Manchester, no doubt, anyway. If we land in time, we can see him land his plane. Ian sent me a picture. Okay, let me have a quick nosy. Okay. So yeah, so I must be in must be a little bit ahead of you then. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, I mean, I said the 320 Neo is such a dream to fly on the game as well. There's somebody in a Vision Jet, somebody in F-18 as well, probably tracking people down. But no Pike Hunter yet. He'll catch up, I'm sure. If not, we'll see him at Manchester, no doubt. So I hope you're all well. Right, so we're going to start our descent into Manchester. Did not take very long at all.
Descend and maintain flight level 270 Midland for 9er.
Midland 49er, contact Manchester Center on 118.775. Good day.
Going to 118.775 Midland for 9er.
Okay, so we're going to pull the
Manchester Center Midland for 9er is
pull the speed back a little bit.
descending flight level 270.
Ian may pop up again once he gets a little bit closer because he will probably try and catch up now. Some of these sort of like group flights will happen where, you know, if you want to get involved you can come and join us. But once we've landed at Manchester, we'll end the stream. We've been going for a while. I think we feel like we've kind of owed it to you all for the lack of 747 today. I will try and work on the 747, see what happens. I think it'll be fine. I think like I said, I have pressed something, and it's obviously gone wrong. Ian's at Esquedo, which is here, so that must be him there maybe. If not, he is around here. So we are a little way ahead of him.
Manchester Center, EasyJet 886 heavy, 16,000 feet. EasyJet 886 heavy, Manchester.
So I think at this point we are gonna, unless we catch up on the approach, we'll probably see Ian at Manchester. Will you still do Manchester to Bristol? Probably not. I think Manchester was a good shout for anyone that sort of said it. I think it was Paul Hussey that suggested it. We're going for, we'll kind of aim it around the same sort of time as I thought the stream would have done, which, yeah, I mean, we're going 2.5 hours now. Yeah, 2.5 hours, so that's roughly about where we need to be. So we'll land this plane at Manchester, and then we'll call it a day for this week. But next week we're back for transatlantic operations from Gatwick to an American airport of some kind. Planespot Mike, good afternoon. Thanks for popping in, good to see you, hope you're well. I believe we've got scenery from Manchester as well, so the airport will look exactly as it should do. Abel, I'm going to butcher the name, I apologise. Abel Wald Salgaron, forgive me for butchering your name. Hello, how are you? Hope you are well. Planespot Mike, good, thank you. Just got home from work, off to spot soon at Liverpool. Catching anything in particular, or just going for a jolly? So we've got Shap coming up. I think we're still descending at a decent sort of... We'll begin to slow it right down, I think. We'll go 240 for the descent. I'm not a pro pilot by any stretch of the imagination, so anyone sitting there sort of tutting. Yeah, there is a disclaimer. I am not a pro pilot. I don't intend to be a pro pilot. What kind of computer are you using for a Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020? I am using a gaming PC. I wouldn't be able to tell you the name of it. I think it's a... No, I can't tell you the name of it, unfortunately, but it is a gaming PC. It's not top-end PC, but it does... But it does work well. So I'm going to drop to 15,000 feet. Somebody in the 737-600 in front of us. There's a Blue Island coming in soon, and just to catch some of the flights. Yeah, fair enough. Desktop one, yep. A desktop gaming PC. once you've gone for the desktop, like, you can't go back to laptops. It's very strange. I tried to do it the other day. I've got a laptop that I tried to use, and it just, yeah, it felt really weird. So I didn't in the end. Switched it straight off and went straight back onto the onto the PC. Did you see Virgin Orbit depart from Newquay yesterday? I did not. No, because I don't think anyone did, unless I have seen any videos. But yeah, don't think anybody did. Didn't ping when it took off. And there was no real announcement to say that it was actually going to depart that day. Lots of people were coming up with speculation, but yeah, she's back in America now after the attempted launch. So you can see in front of us, yeah, you can see there already. There's a lot of people. That's either people or flights. That is people or flights. If we click on them, I thought they would have maybe told us what they were, but yeah, I'm assuming these people here are all going either Manchester or are out of Manchester, sort of thing, which will make good fun. So still can't see Ian. Again, as I said, at this point we will probably see him on the ground, see how he gets on. We may land well before him, which I think we will, and then we'll see where we get to. We are hitting a bit of a crosswind at the minute. So we've got Phoenix 320s as well popping up, Folan 83. You can hear the wind as well. If you listen very carefully, you can hear the wind on the game as well. It gives you an idea for just what it's like. I don't know what the weather is going to be like. But we will find out together. Hand flying it in, not using ILSs. Like I said, we don't believe in ILS on this game. Got Liverpool in this direction here. Probably around where Comrade Mackie is. Hope you're keeping well. Yeah, I'm doing well. I'm doing alright. Very much looking forward to tomorrow's debut of our brand new game show. So, steadily descending. What time is that? 7 o'clock tomorrow, 7 o'clock UK time in the evening. Participants are Ian, Steve, Jack, obviously part of our team. We've also got Rob Brown Plane Spotting coming in as the guest as well, to see who will be crowned the champion. There is a lot of people. I've got to think this is people. This has to be people. There's got to be that lot in front of us. So Manchester looking very busy at the minute. Very busy. A couple of people at Liverpool as well. I will tune in for that. Yes, please do. Please do. Tomorrow's show will be a subscriber only chat. So the only way you'll be able to chat with us and the participants will be if you are subscribed to the channel. Oh, we are well below where we need to be. I don't know why this barometer is not doing its job. Let's get up to 15,000. Will they be all guests tomorrow? No, literally, as I just mentioned, Steve, Ian and Jack are part of the team. Then Rob Brown Plane Spotting are playing the quiz tomorrow, or playing on the game show tomorrow.
Climb and maintain 15,000 feet. Speed not above 250 knots Midland for 9er.
There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people around at the moment. Is this the fly-by-wire? No, this is the vanilla aircraft.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet Midland for 9er.
Okay, so we're going to descend to 3, but we're going to do it ever so slowly because I think we are still a long way out. Go down to 1,100 feet a minute. Yeah, we're still a long way out. We don't need to go down to 3,000 just yet, but we are obviously going to go in on to 2-3 by the looks of it, and probably 2-3 right, possibly 2-3 left. They are stopping you from approaching. I'll stretch my leg out. Hang on a sec. Oh, that's better. Lots of people there, and you can see literally in front of us. Not sure if Ian's caught up yet. No, it's the answer to that question. Okay, so we're going down to 7 instead.
Descend and maintain 7,000 feet. Speed not above 230 knots Midland for 9er.
We'll drop the speed to 230. As requested. If you are new around here and like what you see and want to see some more streams, like I said, hit the subscribe button. It helps us out massively. And of course, if you wish to become a member, or I say become a member, but if you want to support the channel, you can for £4.99 a month. All goes back into the channel so that we can bring you even better content. Everyone is treated the same. There will be no member-only streams or whatever else. It's just a way for people to support the channel that's different to Super Chats, if Super Chats is not your thing. All the money made from YouTube always goes back into the channel. Nice rainbow below us there. Get a better view of it. So we'll sit with that for the time being. There is a lot of people around, in and around Manchester. Subs out here in Chatham. There's MaxJet. There's Chatburn below us. Fallon 1875 taking us over the opposite direction in an A321 Neo. Any sign of Ian yet? No is the answer to that. So I'm hoping the weather's actually quite decent. What's the weather at your place in Cornwall? It is cloudy and it is windy. Not advised to fly. Okay, so we've got people in Typhoons. Typhoons and Tomcats and F-18s.
Manchester approach Midland 499er is passing 11,100 feet, descending 7,000 feet.
He might actually be overtaking us, this Blaze dude. Absolutely blistering past us. Obviously no sign of Ian yet still. It's nice here in Liverpool, but very nippy. I'm assuming it's probably reciprocated in the game here. Liverpool will be on the cards as well. We've got the Liverpool scenery, so we'll be doing a flight at some point from Liverpool, possibly with the PMDG 737. I've committed my own cardinal sin by calling it 737. 737. PMDG 737 from Liverpool, probably off to like Poland or something. What I like about this as well is people's names. We got I smoke too much dope in an F-16. The names are always funny to see. They are really funny. What people get away with is interesting. 737 Maxes. Definitely not a Max. I don't like the free 737 Max. It looks very old. And plus, when you start it up, the battery doesn't stay on, so it's almost like it's broken before you've even started anything. Right, let's begin to turn. So we're on 23 left, which is the wrong runway to go into. I think if we approach it from, let's go from maybe. Go for 95 degrees as we look to now go line up for 23 left. 23 left, of course, is the wrong aircraft. Wrong runway to use. I don't know if we can change that over to 23 right. Can we change it to 23 right? Well, we can.
Manchester approach Midland for 9er requests runway 23 right.
We're going to sidestep onto. We're not going to sidestep. We're just going to approach 23 right. We're not sidestepping at all.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect vectors visual runway 23 left approach. Sidestep runway 23 right. Midland for 9er.
Right, drop speed to 210. What's the best Boeing or Airbus aircraft in Microsoft Flight Sim, do you reckon? Easy Airbus for me. The 320 Neo is wonderful. Absolutely wonderful to fly. A bugger to land, but it's wonderful to fly. Still no sign of Ian. I don't know where he's gone. Unless he's touched down somewhere else. He's not actually anywhere near us. So we'll aim for 115 degrees. We will do.
Descend and maintain 2,700 feet Midland for 9er.
Midland 49er, descend and maintain 2,200 feet.
One or the other, you can't have both.
Descend and maintain 2,200 feet Midland for 9er.
I'm going to do it quite slowly because we are still a long way out. Let's go 130. So any sign of Ian? I have gone quite slow, but no is the answer to that. Ian is nowhere to be seen. To be leaving that far behind. No, you poor bugger. Alright, so we're going to go to 150. If you can hear that, apologies. Let me just mute my mic, hang on. People have got no idea. Alright, so now we're going to take it to, what we're going to look at, about 210. Go to 30. Okay, so now we can drop it a little bit more. Just bear with me. There is still noise coming. Just 2 seconds.
Midland 4909er Airport is at your 11 o'clock, 12 miles. Maintain present heading and altitude. Report runway in sight.
Maintain present heading and altitude Midland 4909er. Midland 4909er, I have the runway in sight.
Midland 4909er, you are 10 miles northeast of Manchester. Maintain present heading and altitude. Contact Manchester Tower on 119.405.
Yeah, apologies, there is noise coming from downstairs. Right, we are on final approach for Manchester. So we're going to go gear. If you can still hear noise, I apologise. It is the worst timing they could have given. We are actually approaching the wrong runway, but that's fine because we've got a side step anyway. I'm going to take the speed down to 175. We are going to go full on the flaps which we have. We're now going to go gear down. And at this point, I think I'm now going to take over.
Midland 4909er, 1251 at 1 tree. Clear to land runway 2 tree right.
Clear to land runway 2 tree right.
Apologies for any noise you can hear. Right. Auto throttle's now coming off. I am in full control. We're going to put the gear down. So this should level itself out shortly. As you see, lots of people around. I'm going to land regardless. Just let the scenery kick in. Here we go. Short final. Not happy with the frame rate. Blown about a little bit. Frame rate shocking. Come on, sort yourself out. Sort yourself out. Come on. No, what a shame. Greased it. Despite the frame rate issue, greased it. Absolutely greased it. Do you know what? I'll take it. Let's get off the runway. The problem is as well, the frame rate is also hit by the fact that we've got players in the game. Normally I wouldn't do it. So apologies for the fact that the frame rate went all to pot. You've got our gate assigned.
Going to 121.855 Midland for 9er.
Yeah, frame rate's taken a massive hit purely because of the fact that we've got players in the game. However, we've greased it. Is there any sign of Ian? Just going to sit here and see if Ian is about. He's not. We're going to go to the gate. So, despite the frame rate, people, what did we think of the landing? I think it was a lot better than it has been. Just gutted that the frame rate killed it. Normally I wouldn't have players on, that's the thing. And I think for future streams I won't. I don't see Ian anywhere. Where did he go? Yeah, the frame rate's just taking an absolute pounding because of yeah, do you know, next time we won't do it with other players. We'll get rid of the players, I think. It's just normally it doesn't do this, but the frame rate is taking an absolute battering because obviously it's trying to manage other people that are in the game that are it's an absolute pig to try and manage. But we've got a landing out of it. So unless Ian tells me, a bit of a merger there between Ryanair and a default aircraft. Yeah, see that it's literally trying to manage everybody. I promise you it never does this. So which one do we need? Literally that first one. There we go. So we've arrived at Manchester, unfortunately with a really bad frame rate. Go for the engines. And there you go, 51 minutes to get down from Inverness to Manchester. Just apologise about the frame rate. It is literally because I have other people on. If I take them out, it doesn't do it. So what we'll do is, let me sit. Ground services, let's get the jetway connected.
Manchester ground, Midland 499er. Could you please connect the jetway to the aircraft?
Midland 499er, the jetway is going to be connected.
Strobe light off. 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 Lights off. There we go. So we're down. I don't think Ian's about. He's not this far behind. I'm going to quickly send him a message. Hang on. If he's nowhere near us, then we'll end the stream. Either that or he's given up doing it. But I suppose, seeing as you saw it, everybody, what did you think? It's probably one of the better landings that I've done. Again, despite the frame rate issues, I will sort that out. As in, we'll not have other players involved. I thought it'd be interesting. Obviously, we're trying to run, it with other players and scenery, of course. I'll stick parking brake on as well while I'm thinking of it. But there you go. That is this week's Flight Sim stream. We got there eventually. We've got BA 1394, which is coming in on the left-hand side. We'll watch him. We didn't want the left-hand side. Got Phase Charlie here, coming in a small plane. Well done, you. No pressure. Great landing. Well, yeah. Ian, apart from that, Ian is nowhere to be seen, which I'm a little bit surprised about. There's no way he's that far behind. But I think we're going to leave it there. So, a big thank you to those who have watched. If you've subscribed, a big thank you to you as well. Obviously, apologies about the frame rate. It is literally because of the fact that the running the scenery and having everybody else in there as well. So next time we won't have that. So we won't have that issue next time. But we landed it. We didn't bounce it. We didn't mess it up. It's all good. Yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed today's stream, which we've been doing for about 3 hours now. So we've managed to do a couple flights, even though we didn't actually land at Inverness. But we've done Bristol to Inverness, and then Inverness down to Manchester. So hopefully you've enjoyed that, everyone. Yeah, hit the subscribe button, like I said, for more of these streams. And we will see you tomorrow night for the debut of... In fact, you know what? Let me show it to you now. Hang on a sec. Hang on. Let me bring it up on screen. Rather than me say it, if you haven't actually seen it yet. Is it this one? I'll show you what we're doing tomorrow. Hang on. Excuse me. Forgive me. Yeah, let me know what you thought of the landing, despite the hiccups and stuff of the frame rate. Let me know what you thought. You can be honest. Thank you, Max. Thank you. I'm trying to find. Is it? Yeah, it's the image. There we go. Right. So tomorrow we are doing. Here we go. Let me just let me sort this out. This is the show that we're doing tomorrow. There we go. It's EasyJet. It's our opening show for the there we go. There you go. So it's there. That's our opening episode for the game show tomorrow, 7 o'clock UK time. Come over to the channel, subscribe, and get your eyes on that one. It should be a lot of fun, featuring Steve, Ian, Jack Rolls, and Rob Brown playing spotting. Should be a lot of fun. Come check it out tomorrow, 7 PM. But for now, I'm going to get rid of that off the screen. At least you've seen that. For now, we'll see you for some more flight sim next weekend, where we're doing the transatlantic flight to America from Gatwick. But for now, take care, everybody. Have a fantastic weekend. And for those that watch the podcast, and of course we'll be watching tomorrow, I will see you tomorrow. Take care, everybody, and I'll see you for some more flight sim next weekend. Bye bye.